morning, everyone. It's Homestead Tessie once again, and welcome to my channel. Today, it's all about making your own meals instead of going to the drive-thru. You know, making your own McDonald's breakfast burritos. I hope you stay tuned to watch it because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to assemble large amounts of McDonald's breakfast burritos, and we'll get started in just a moment. It's too cold to be out here. It's only like 52 degrees. Where is the sun? Where is the sun? It seems like all we have is rain these days, but you know what? I'll take it any day over snow. All right, let's get started. Well, it's springtime, everyone, and I've had so many eggs. It seems like my chickens are laying in full force, and I didn't know what I was going to do with all these eggs. I've showed videos where I froze eggs and had lots of videos where I made things with eggs, but I came up with the idea going to the Dollar Tree and getting some flour tortillas and making our own breakfast burritos. We love breakfast burritos, and they're really quick and handy. But who feels like going to a fast food restaurant, especially when you don't really know what's in them? So I came up with the idea of making breakfast burritos. I've done this before many years ago, and we enjoyed having it in the freezer. We could pull it out anytime we wanted. You can pop them in your oven or in your microwave or anywhere you wish, and they're made within minutes. So as you see, hubby is helping. In fact, we have our son going to help too because he took a bunch of them home. I had a couple dozen eggs, and so we made them in batches, and all that we did was scrambled eggs. We're going to add some peppers and some onions, and then our son is busy working on the ham part because he's cutting up pieces of ham. We'll add some shredded cheese, and that's all there is to it. One big morning of cooking, I made about 30 of them, I think, and I put them in the freezer, and it's so much fun to have them whenever you need them because now is the busy time of the year, and this is the time of year where I really don't have a whole lot of time to be in the kitchen. So it's nice having freezer meals, and that is somewhat of a goal of mine right now, is to make a lot of freezer meals and show all of you different foods you can make to put in the freezer.
Everyone, welcome to Homestead Tessie. So I am going to be cutting up some ham for my mother. I washed my hands before doing this.
So I received this ham a few months ago, and I stuck it in the freezer. The ham is already pre-cooked, so we don't have to worry about cooking the ham ahead of time. And my son is cutting it up here, as you can see. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it up in small little cubes. Now, breakfast burritos, they come with sausage, and I thought I had pieces of sausage, but I couldn't find it. So I thought, well, why don't I use ham? We could use bacon. Bacon is really fatty, and I try to stay away from bacon as much as I can. Now, I know a lot of people don't eat ham. In fact, we don't eat a lot of ham, but when we are giving a ham, of course, we're going to use it to the best of our ability. And so we are using this ham in these breakfast burritos. But you can always make them without the meat. So I set everything up like an assembly line. And it worked really good. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to make all of these. But it was a lot of fun. And the reward is knowing that in my freezer I have food whenever my children come and they need something to eat. We can just take it out of the freezer and make it. I'm really all about doing things ahead of time these days because you just never know what you're going to be doing from day to day. Even if you don't have a large family, it would be fun to make these because it would last you a long time. You know, the funny thing is, the longer the world seems to be evolving, the more fast food is popular. Everybody is looking for a quick meal. Everything is, get it now, worry about it later. But we can make our own fast food at home. We can make our own meals for pennies on the dollar. Even though things are really expensive these days, still you can get things really reasonable. Now the tortillas were 10 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Shredded cheese was cheese that I shredded up, probably even 5 months ago. The eggs were free, other than, of course, the cost of feeding some chickens, but most of the times our chickens, they eat scraps from the garden or scraps from our kitchen. Our daughter was over too, and she was hungry and ready to eat. And it's so nice to be able to provide for your family, and it doesn't have to cost you hardly anything. A little bit of salsa and we're good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's just another idea of things that we can do that saves a lot of money. You know, when you're feeding other people or feeding a family, it takes a lot of money, but like I say, if you think outside the box, you'll be really surprised at what you can come up with. Makes me think, what else can we do that's like fast food? All right, everyone, let's keep working on this and see what we do after all of these burritos have been made. Hey, if you like videos like these, take a look. Take a look at all these other videos I have sharing with you my life here on the homestead.